Look at how ridiculous all of this is now. I'm getting sent articles like this as somehow proof, right? The Guardian. Blue Origin plans space sightseeing jaunt for July. New Shepard rocket and capsule combo aims to fly 6 passengers 62 miles above Earth into space. As like somehow this is proof of anything. We've only got to look at what Blue Origin have cited over the last month, some of it I've highlighted, to see what a charade this space industry is. And yet somehow I got sent this article as somehow proof or relevance. Oh, it is relevant. Trust you me, it highlights the absurdity, as we're about to see, of all of this space nonsense. We know for a fact the globe's impossible. Not an opinion, a fact. We also know we got globe believers, representatives online running scared now from this forced align experiment. The game's up. Doesn't matter how much propaganda or damage control we're going to get, and we're going to get a lot of it in the media, especially regarding space. And who knows what else is coming. I've got a fair few ideas, I can tell you. But they are going to go into overdrive regarding the desperation, because it is over. They've been found out. So we're going to get plenty of articles like this. But like I said, we've only got to review Blue Origin's work for the last month to realise how ridiculous all of this is in the first place. Bear with me. And why not start here? A recent launch by Blue Origin, which essentially shows us a CGI glitch out on the top of the rocket here. Strange though that the commentator, Ariane, who also happens to be the sales director, doesn't mention the CGI glitch out on the top of her rocket. Very strange that. Let's have a quick look. Pay particular attention, if you haven't seen it before, to the top of the rocket here, as in a few seconds it's going to glitch out.
Oh yeah, look at her go. Mission Control has confirmed new...
Oh, you must be so proud of that CGI rocket, Ariane. So proud. Problem is, when we come back, my dear, it seems to be glitching out there. It's almost as if it's a CGI rocket and not a real one. For the record, no one doubts Ariane works for a firework company and real rockets take off. But clearly they fill in a lot of gaps with CGI rockets. I wonder why. Is it because they can't really do what they claim to do? And of course, they claim the Earth being a ball. And their evidence? Well, let's have a look at that. And this was cited as proof of curvature, which essentially was a Blue Origin test launch from recently, where we got this image from 62 miles up, apparently, and of course displaying curvature. Problem is, when I viewed the footage myself, and I took an image from ground level, and then I took an image from supposedly 62 miles up, and I blended them together, surprise, surprise, the supposed curvature is exactly the same, as we can see now on our screen. Ground level, supposedly space. Ground level, space. Exactly the same, proving that what we're seeing here is a result of either the windows and the design of the rocket or the lens we're viewing this through. Of course, exposing all this nonsense anyway. We know the globe's daft. Space, we know, is literally firework displays, CGI meltdowns, pantomime like this that requires the discernment of a pebble to break it down. And before we go, let's go back to Ariane, as it would seem is getting on top for the CGI rocket crew. Bear with me. And what better place to finish than watching Ariane's CGI rocket coming into land again? Let's have a look. Take note of the height of the rocket, I don't know, 30, 40 foot up there. But strangely enough, the statistics at the bottom say the booster altitude is at 1,449 feet. And apparently, according to these guys, it's coming in at 280 miles an hour. Strange, your cartoon rocket doesn't look at that height and doesn't seem to be coming in that fast. Ariane, you might want to have a word with the data department and get them to communicate with the CGI department. It really helps the lie to have the data coordinate and match the cartoon CGI rocket. Otherwise, it's just not going to work, my dear.
Landing gear deployed.
Notice how quickly they removed the data there when they realised.
Oh, look at that smooth landing.
Wasn't landed yet.
And touchdown. Welcome back, New Shepard.
Oh my God, what a beautiful landing,
I think
right?
that was one of the smoothest landings I've seen of this rocket. It almost looks unreal. It looks like CGI. I know some of you on the internet seem to think that. Believe me, that is a reusable rocket that...
Ariane, no one doubts you do fire real rockets up, but clearly a lot of what you show us is CGI. We get glitches left, right and centre. Your data department clearly here didn't communicate with your CGI department. Let's go back and watch this before we go in all its slow motion gory glory. 2 secs. Let's watch this cartoon rocket come in, make a mockery of the globe, Blue Origin, New Shepard, SpaceX, NASA, the data department, the CGI department, and even the sales director Ariane herself. Take it away, boys. Look at the data down there. Look at the cartoon rocket coming in. No wonder Ariane's having to address this charade. Dear, oh dear, quick, get rid of that data. Look at the state of it. I've highlighted it before. I'm going to come back to it until the penny drops. They're pushing the space tourist industry, but we've only got to look at what they've cited over the last 4 to 6 weeks to realise what a charade all of it is. CGI rockets, data and CGI rocket meltdowns where they failed to communicate with each other. Supposed globe proof, but all it was dodgy windows or a GoPro lens. And of course, CGI glitches happening on the top of the rockets. Clearly ridiculous.